Hello everybody and welcome back to Crusader Kings, where we have made great strides out over this direction recently. We're truced with this guy as of right now, and I'd like to do some cleanup in this area. We've definitely got some of that needs to happen, for sure. We've also had some breakup down over here, I notice. Okay, and we can just keep pushing this way basically till the end of the game. That'll be absolutely fine, and yeah, we've only got like 40 years left. Okay, that'll be wonderful. So next up, I think we should go for somebody like this guy. So we can arrange for a war here. This would be a duchy conquer. He's a kingdom tier realm. Okay, he's only got the one kingdom title. That all looks good. Do we have a claimant here? Actually, 15 reasons isn't bad. This guy would just come to our court though. Fantastic. Congrats, you get to be a king. There we go, he shows up. He does have to convert, of course. He has a 100% chance. Okay, I believe we're truced here, aren't we? We're not. Noted. Well, I think with these being kingdom level, we're probably only going to do one at a time over this way. Just waiting for this guy to convert. Has he? He did convert. Okay, I just didn't see the message. That's fine. So we'll declare this war. That's absolutely wonderful. These ransoms are, of course, fine. Well, maybe not that one. I shouldn't have let that one happen, but whatever. The rest of these are okay. So, I mean, we're going to die to leprosy soon anyway. What does it matter? We're going to grab our rally point here. We'll raise our men-at-arms. We'll raise some levy troops. There we go. How many of these are we even going to need? Not many is the answer. This guy is not very powerful. He does hire a holy order, and he has an ally, but, I mean, that's still only 14,000 troops. That's not very impressive, to be honest. We've got plenty here at this point, and we'll just, summon the physician. We'll just head out over to Attica, and we'll get this under control. So we're just going to look to carve into this area this episode and get a bunch of cleanup done over here. Getting Bulgaria under our control would actually be really solid. This is a duchy tier realm. Okay. Well, I would definitely like to get a bunch of that under control. So we do have a dangerous faction here. What is this? At this point, this should be a real faction. And it's peasant rabble. I don't care. Okay. Sounds good. Peasant rabble can peasant rabble. That's absolutely fine. So let's get this siege completed. And where are his troops at? We saw him embarked out over here. What's your plan? That's your plan? Okay. That is not a good plan. We're just going to leave behind some forces here. Give him a siege leader. And we're going to go stack wipe him. No problem. No, I'm not going to promote your legend. Cool. He's trapped on the Peloponnesian Peninsula at this point, and there's not much he can do here. He's just going to get stack wiped. Wonderful. Nice and easy. We're going to continue to push up towards their capital. And where do we want these guys to go at this point? Like slow siege here? Honestly, that might not be the worst of ideas. Yeah, we'll head up over there. That'll be fine. By the time we get here, this will be sieged, and so we won't actually take this attrition. I like it. We'll head down this direction. I guess if we're going to go right through here, we'll go ahead and grab that. Wonderful. No problem at all. And you are supposed to go there. There we go. Well, let's go grab his capital. We're at 70% on this war score. This is not going to be particularly challenging. We never expected it to be. So this is fine. We're just in cleanup mode at this point. We need to remove all of the border gore, which is anyone who isn't us. That is my standard definition of border gore. Wonderful. This could theoretically end the war, but if it doesn't, and yeah, a safe treatment for the leprosy is probably good. Reduced disease symptoms will be helpful. Yep, this does indeed end the war, and we'll enforce those demands and disband our troops. Fantastic. So that's all under our control now. I would like to attack this guy. That's a fair amount of border gore there. We do have one vassal above our limit, and I'm wondering what we have up over this way. I'm thinking maybe we just give Venice to Croatia here. That probably does the trick for now. I'm sure that won't create any tensions in that region. I'm not sure about that at all, to be honest. So let's head down over this direction, just checking through for some vassals that we could clean up. I don't expect to see any in Africa, and up this way I don't really expect to see all that much either. Yeah, these are pretty much all kingdom tier until we get down over this way. We should create this kingdom title, and that would go to this guy. That doesn't actually save us any vassals, but whatever. We'll do something like that. Now, I do want to attack out over this way. This is a kingdom tier realm. This is a duchy tier realm here. What is this de jure part of? This guy. Which apparently we can't grant to him. Because we don't control. Okay, that's noted. We're going to have to conquer that. That's fine. I do want to attack this guy, and what do we have for claims? We have a little bit of de jure, but that's probably not what we really want here. What I really want is this kingdom title. 0 reasons. This guy would come to court. Do it. So in he comes, and we're just going to get as many of these cleaned up as possible. That guy did indeed convert. Sounds good. And we're going to convert this guy as well. So now the question is, when are these peasants going to fire? 6 months? I mean, I don't care about peasants, though. It's fine. Sure, we'll take this ransom. And I also want to declare on this fine gentleman, pressing this claim. That'll get us all of that territory. So we can see that we're definitely making some solid gains over here. We'll declare that war. And he's right here. That's a fairly convenient place, to be honest. We can raise up our men-at-arms here, as well as a few levy troops. And they'll get that raised up fairly quickly. I say fairly quickly. It takes our men-at-arms a while to get around, to be honest. So about 20k, and he's got about 20k himself. Although he could have more if we let him reinforce. Which, you know, we're not too interested in doing. Oh, we finished up our tax jurisdiction. Okay. We need a second tax collector. Which should actually be this guy? Yeah, something like that. There we go. So we're just waiting on these men-at-arms. 7 more days. 3, 2, 1. There we go. And let's head directly at his capital. Where are his armies, I'm wondering? Well, that's a little awkward for him. Okay. Bad timing for him. Well, that's okay. It doesn't matter. We're just going to head on down. Honestly, it probably would have been faster for us to fight him, but whatever. Do we want to murder this guy? I don't think we have a reason to. Everyone has their shortcomings. It's okay. Yep, that's absolutely fine. We get some opinion. I'm just waiting on those peasants to show up. Eventually they will. We're 28% war score right now. We unfortunately didn't capture anybody useful. But let's just siege our way through this. I don't want to let people out of our dungeons. In we go. We're going to take these 2 castles next, and then probably head up this way, would be my guess. Bearer of the Emperor's Mace just had a succession. We should do something about that. So let's hop in here. Bearer of the Emperor's Mace. We need a successor. Ying, skill 25. That's pretty good, actually. Skill 25. There we go. So Bearer of the Emperor's Mace, and perfect. Worthiest of the Champions also needs a successor. Otherwise, this looks decent. Okay. We'll keep an eye out for a Worthiest of the Champions successor showing up. But of course, our leprosy does mean that we're not going to last forever. And we just got a successor for Scorpion of Kong North as well. So that's okay. We need somebody here. Rookbo, skill 15. Okay, you'll do. Perfect. There's the peasants. A peasant's lot is, of course, to serve their lord. And let's hop down over here, and we can see where the peasants are and how many. That is not very many peasants, to be honest. I'm going to drop a rally point here. We'll raise our levy troops. And this is already enough to deal with them. In we go. Which of these armies is he part of? This one? Okay. I'm going to split our force in half. And these guys are going to head up over here. Perfect. So that's no problem. We just won that siege, and I want to hop up over this way. We're going to be... Oh, we lost our leader here. You'll do, I guess. You're not very good, but you'll do. We're at 51% war score there. And now let's wrap up these battles. Absolutely no problem here. They don't have enough forces to deal with this. So I want you to head up to here. Perfect. And once we finish up this battle, we'll fight here as well. Cool. So there's that war over. Nothing more to be done. And our siege here is completed. I want to head up this direction. We're at 56%. Okay. Definitely going to take a little bit more sieging, but that's fine. So we're fighting both of those peasant armies right now. That looks good. We have a new diplomacy perk available, and this guy wants to gift us a pheasant feather, but it has low durability. Okay, whatever. We'll grab adaptive traditions. We just found somebody for the worthiest of the champions. Excellent. That is Lambert, skill 10. There's Lambert. Fantastic. And we'll just put him straight on in there. Do we have anybody else die? No, I don't think so. Looks good. So we do want to head up over this direction. A soft approach is, of course, better. This war is over. We'll enforce those demands. And we should siege here. We're at 84% war score right now. It's very likely that taking over this whole county is going to end this war. But we'll have to take over up here and then here. Yeah, that's definitely going to end the war. 93. This war's taking a little longer than I would have liked because he's fighting up over here. But whatever. 98. And let's wrap this up. Final siege. Wonderful. 100% war score. We'll enforce those demands. And that puts us into 2 wars. One here. Which is part of our realm. And one up here. Fighting Thrace. Okay. Let's split this up a bit, and let's get some bombards heading out to the Thracian capital. Something like this will do. We'll put in a siege leader here if we've got one. We probably do. Maybe. We actually don't have an available siege leader. Okay, this guy can be in charge. And then you are going to come out over this way and look to do some fighting. I'm wondering if we can... The war leader is Wallachia. He is just allied. Okay, that's fine. Let's go deal with this. We'll get the Thracians dealt with first. We are 1 direct vassal above our limit at this time, which isn't necessarily surprising, but I don't think we have that much else to clean up here. This is quite a disease out over here. We do have the Duchy of Don Valley, which maybe could go to the Kingdom of the Caucasus, but it should be part of Zaporizhia, which we do actually hold. So we could grant that here, like so. That wouldn't fix any of our vassal issues, but we can do something like that for now. That's reasonably fine, I suppose. We're going to have more vassal issues. We're probably going to need to start doing some double kings, which is okay. Yeah, we're definitely going to have to start doing some double kings. But that's reasonably expected. Not even reasonably expected. That's definitely expected once we start getting to this size. So we'll have to start combining together some kingdoms and granting kingdoms to current kings, particularly some of the smaller existing kings. That's okay. So that just means we won't be making more kings, right? No problem. Let's get this war over with. They should give up basically as soon as we finish stack wiping this and taking their capital. They're not going to be very into this. Yeah, they are ready to stop this. So we'll enforce those demands, and I want to send these guys up to Wallachia. So we'll head up, like, over here. Where's the Wallachian army? They're currently heading here. I don't think this is where they're finally going to go. They might end up going here. Are they going to siege here? Looks like they are. Okay, that seems good. We're going to embark and just sail right on up, while these guys start attacking Wallachia. Do they have ticking? They do have ticking. So we really should probably prevent their ticking. So that means coming out over here. That's fine. The majority of this war score that they have is from ticking, but we're going to get a number of these back. In fact, this is going to be very, very good. That's all stack wiping. 74% war score. Okay. Well, we'll just make our way back over here. All we got to do is take this back, I feel like. And yeah, we actually win just from the ticking war score going away. There we go. We'll enforce those demands and disband our troops. Fantastic. So that puts us in this position. We've cleaned up a fair amount of the territory over here, but I want to clean up more. No doubt about that. So let's get rid of some of these notifications here. We're one direct vassal above our limit. Now, Bulgaria, I want to get taken care of. I would love existing claims like this. The Prince of Pontus, he would become our vassal. He is not currently landed, is he? He is, but he's not under us. He doesn't report to us. However, this guy is the King of Pontus. He reports to us. Pressing his claim here would be very, very good for us because he will become a double king then, and we will not get an additional vassal. So that sounds good. And it's also very cheap. So I really do want to press that claim. Let's go take Byzantium again, and we'll raise up our men-at-arms here and get some levy troops going. So this is going to get us Bulgaria under our control. We're going to need to continue to take some of these territories. So we've got Georgia over here. We've got these guys down over here. This is all part of Dogon, which is a kingdom rank realm right now. Syria, which is a kingdom rank realm, and then Beirut, which is just a county rank. Okay. Well, that's definitely going to take us a little bit to get all of this cleaned up, but we're making very, very solid progress here. We don't need any more forces in this. So head on in, and we're going to get our men-at-arms eventually. Yeah, this guy's got 44,000 troops, so this 47,000 will be more than sufficient. Our men-at-arms need to get turned up, though. How far away are they? They're 7 days away? I think we're okay here. I'm just thinking about the timings for their main forces to get here. We should be fine. So they're locked in here. They're going to be fighting, and our reinforcements are already here. Easy. They got baited hard there. Those timings worked out perfectly. Now, we didn't stack wipe them, which is mildly unfortunate. I'm actually surprised we didn't stack wipe them there. I feel like we should have. Well, let's just make our way up towards their capital. And that'll be okay. So we're at 23% war score right now. The question is, how far are they going to be retreating? And are they going to present an opportunity for us to fight their army again? They shouldn't. But you never know. How much war score did we get from that? 19? Okay. I would very much like to have more war score than that, but it's fine. Well, there they are. They actually are presenting us an opportunity again here. So let's get about 20k here. A little more than this. There we go. Do we have a siege leader now? We might. There was an unavailable siege leader, but this is inauspicious. No. Okay, that's fine. We'll put this guy in. Well, we head down over here. Wonderful. Nope. Stay there. There you go. Now you go. So I want to catch their forces right over here, and this is going to go very badly for them. If they're smart, these guys keep running at our siege force and don't turn around. But I don't think they're smart. We actually captured him in that battle. Okay, so that was relatively simple. That territory is now under our control. Bulgaria has fallen. So there are a few other areas out over here, of course, and our Africa is kind of blocking our view a little bit at this point. So that's a thing. Noted. We can go after Wallachia, and I wouldn't mind that. Do we have a CB here? No, we don't. So we would need a claimant, which is not ideal because this will create another vassal for us. And none of these guys are actually willing to come over here anyway. We can probably create the Byzantine Empire, though, and we should do that. That'll give us de jure claims out over this way. So that's nice. We can do a war here, a war here, and a war here to clean up the Byzantine de jure. And then this out here should be ours de jure as well. At least if we create the Arabian Empire. So something along the lines of that. So for now, we'll just do these three. We'll clean up these in the next war, most likely. I'm wondering about Georgia. Okay, so this would be ours de jure as well, but no, all that territory would be ours de jure. It'll take us a little bit to get out over there. I think we'll do these three first, and then we'll head over. So let's raise up our forces about here. Raising our men-at-arms and our levy troops. It is, I think, a reasonable time to put a cut in here, though. It's slightly early, but we've had some late episodes lately as well, so I think it's reasonably fine. This is a reasonable time to put a cut in here, and next episode, we'll take care of this and all of this. That is going to need to be dealt with, and also potentially, can we make Khazaria? Actually, we can. So that gives us a lot of de jure up over this way as well. So now, if we were to attack this guy de jure, we'd get most of his territory. And we can do de jure claims here as well. We would mostly only be lacking de jure claims on White Horde. So we'd have to make our way through some of these territories, but that's fine. We can do that. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and a very special thank you to all of the channel members for making this video possible, including ALS Gamer, Atala, Andy McGar, Ali Lee, Dark Horse, Upper Cumberland Gamers, Nick Smarty, Dimitri H, Punching the Microphone, Soccerman12UK. Actually, it's Tommy. That was a bit of a habit. I think you changed your name. And if so, I apologize. Kentogan and all the rest. And, of course, you. Thank you for watching. If you'd like to support the channel, you can click the join button down below the video. And as always, I will see you all next time.